Hey, Stationeers, day 96. Let's keep this going. Oh, I left the canister in there. I'm messing up quite a bit, aren't I? I don't even have food. Okay, that's unexpected. Let's fix the solar panels first, before I forget again. Oh, should turn the dish back. Okay. Right. Data's here, yeah. There, 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 and there. That's the main part that should be producing power right now. Oh, I heated up the coolant for the greenhouse again. Let's try. Let's forget to close that valve. I'm not sure if it makes sense to automate it just yet. Yeah, they're still producing some power. Let me move it around. Okay. I could add more, but right now I'm bottlenecked on the heavy cable anyway. Until I can replace the cabling here, it doesn't make much sense to upgrade the power anymore. And that will also need another transformer, but that's fine. I could also use two networks, but that's probably going to work worse most of the time. Okay. Almost 4 kilowatts of power. Good. No for the drinking anything. Yeah, it would also be nice if there were bigger canisters. That's not going to happen anytime soon, I don't think. Yeah. Now I should connect the water directly soon. This is wasting too much time and effort. I need to cool down the water much faster than I thought. Very low again.
Hunger caution.
Go. Now we can eat tomatoes just fine. For wheat, we'll need a processor. Yes, tomatoes are of course poor. Their nutrition is really bad, their quality is low. When we cook them, at least the quality goes back to default. There's no mood bonus, there's a little more nutrition. What we really want eventually is the packaging machine. Oh, come on. Or tomato soup, but that also needs oil, and we need soybeans for that. But it will be good, so that's going to improve the nutrition. Well, not really, because it's made from cooked tomatoes. But the quality will switch into good, which is fine. As for the wheat, it first needs to be processed into flour. No, we're not going to eat it straight away. It produces, I think, 5 per plant or maybe 10 per plant. The numbers are a bit misleading. And then we process it into flour in the region processor. That's fine, we can make that easily. And flour can be used both in the microwave, in the automated oven, even in the microwave. I can just put flour in there and get a loaf of bread. Now, this is not very efficient, but the quality is great. It does decay very fast. I can also use make cereal bars. That's not good for nutrition, but they last forever. So they're good food to keep. And that's about it. I'm not going to be able to make muffins because that needs eggs. I'm not going to have eggs anytime soon. So we'll need to buy chickens and we'll need to feed them. But there's plenty of time for that. Right. The wheat is not thriving, which is probably because it has a bit different requirements than the other plants. Everybody else is thriving, so that's good. They're not going to be thriving for long because I don't have water there. That's a big problem. I'll run out of water again. And I do think that it's going to be bad enough that I'll need to bring the hot water in again. Not happy about that, but what can you do? There. Okay. So power should be become up again. Yep. It's growing very nicely. I left with something in the furnace, right? The steel mix? Yeah. I think I can use outside air and mix it with the furnace waste gases. Yeah, but it probably doesn't make sense. Let's just be quick about it. That's probably the best way. Yep. That's how easy it is when everything's set up properly. And you too, of course. Yeah, can't wait to get rid of the setup here. Well, the processing is a bit slow. It's a bit annoying. The temperature already dropped 150 degrees. That's crazy. Which is one of the reasons why most people will not put the used air back into hot air storage. Essentially, you can have storage for relatively cold air and relatively hot air, which makes sense. Especially when you start mixing the more complicated parts. This should be all I need for making the cryotube, which was something we were trying to do, right? Yeah. I'm not sure if it needs anything else. Does the vertical tube work? I hope so. Plastic sheets and glass sheets, that's fine. Should have some silicon. I should even have some glass, yeah. And plastic, just the one. Okay, I need one more. I will want plastic for walls anyway. Okay. So this should be safe. Let's go back to cooling water. You are fine. Could be cooled down further, but that's okay. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I don't need so much plastic. Come on. Well, I will need it. It's not really wasted, but I didn't want to make it right now. And I do have the glass, so that's fine. Let's keep you there. It's fine. There. Where's the iron? I will need a lot of iron, of course. One glass sheet, yeah. And it's screwdriver just, that's even better. There.
Health low.
Now I still need some equipment to make the cryo work, as it does need well, breathable air, pretty much. So all I need is some tubes or pipes, and I think the passive vents should be more than enough. Might need more pressure. Oh. If this doesn't work out, I'll just fix it, it's fine. Alright, water, very bad. Need cooling. Very rapidly. Okay, cool. I think this is still way too hot even for the piecemeal approach. I do still have a little bit left over, but it's not going to last very long. Hey. Can't really make this pretty, unfortunately. I do want a vertical tube, assuming it actually works. I hope it does. Oh, the input air should be fine taken just from here. Well, let's see if this works out. Yeah, the arc welder is such a great thing. Right. This should be a breathable mix, which should work. And power. That should be everything. Pressure too low, temperature too high. Temperature too high. Oh. That's probably just talking about what we need.
Cognition low.
No. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. There. Why am I losing consciousness in there?
Cognition low.
It is healing me.
Cognition critical. Cognition low.
So yeah, that's the lungs fixed. That was easy. I'm not sure why it's not working. Maybe I need to have only oxygen in there. Yeah, probably. There's way too much carbon dioxide. That's the problem. Sure. Because this isn't going to work. I need to have it filtered with pure oxygen, so it's going to take the oxygen in and then spits out the carbon dioxide, not to mention the pollutant. But for now,
Cognition low.
fixed. Of course, as usual, this does have a cheaty aspect as well, because it also fixed my dehydration. So right now I could survive without doing anything, without eating, without drinking. It would be very annoying, but it would work. Of course, I don't want to do that. That would be silly. Oxygen, yeah. I need to focus on the water right now. But it would be kind of hilarious to replace drinking with just going into a cryo tube. Right. It's still very hot in here. So once we go below about, well, if we go below 100, then I'm completely fine. Right, that's fine. I didn't fill my mining thing, right? Yeah. That cooled down the gases a lot more than was necessary. Forgot I let the open. Oh, yeah, but it was closed, so it's not too bad. Okay. I can't make the better mining drill because I didn't upgrade the tool manufacturer yet. That's also on the bucket list. All the steel is here, right? Yeah, this is just iron. Go. So, again, power. Which side do I actually need to pressurize? I need to pressurize the gas side. So a simple pressure regulator should be more than enough. Now the disadvantage of doing this is of course that I'm going to pollute the water. I will need to filter it out if I need to do something with it again. I do have carbon dioxide in here. There's not a lot of it, but I don't need a lot, so let's just use this pipe for now. It's not the best approach, but hey. I'm not sure what pressure I want in here. Oh, the pressure is actually quite high. Interesting. But a lot of the water or steam is not condensing, so let's try something like 5 or 4.5 megapascals for now. Of course, it also needs power. There. Doesn't matter that it's a bit ugly. It's not going to be here for... This is even more temporary than usual, right? And I can walk through cables, so there we go. So this should be able to increase the pressure here quite a bit. Yeah, and now you can see that the steam is condensing very rapidly. Right. Now this side is not going to be able to keep up, of course, because we only have the purge valves. But that brings me to the next stage, which is, I think it's time to place some phase change devices and see what we can do with that. I'm not sure how they compare to the pressure regulators. I expect they will be much faster. They are definitely safer. Okay, let's stop this for now. So, if I let this equalize again, none of the other gases should condense. It's way too hot for them, and it will always be way too hot for them. That's the first phase change device. I'll see what I can do with it, but for now, this is the end of day 96. Bye!